It's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. What's up, my friends? I'm excited about today's live. I was having a conversation with a girlfriend earlier, and it was really cool because, like, I recently turned 40, and I was like waiting to turn 40 because I've been watching those TikToks that are out there with the birthday balloons, and then like you have both digits, right? And then you bat away the second digit. And so if you haven't seen my crazy fun little TikTok slash reel that I've posted that I did, check out my feed. It's I am Jenny Lynn. Hey kiddo. Gotta love having the support. Um, my son's watching. So anyway, at I am Jenny Lynn is my username on both TikTok and on Instagram. And so I posted that reel and it was super fun. It was super childlike, super playful. And so there's this running joke now between my girlfriend and I, who I had a conversation with earlier that um, I used like a bigger word and she's like, did you grow up all of a sudden? I thought you were four. Aren't you going to be four forever? Because I turned 40 and so I batted away to zero. But anyway, like I just wanted to like invite you back into that childlike, playful, fun energy, right? There's something very generative about that energy. And like, really, that's who we are at the end of the day, right? Like, as we grow up and we start navigating through life, they kind of stifle the creativity, stifle the joy, stifle everything that's naturally a part of us out of us so that we can fit into all these unnecessary boxes and get things right and, um, you know, grow up and get serious. And it kills everything. And have you ever noticed that, like, when you try to plan too far ahead or you like figure out all the parts and pieces, it never shows up that way anyway. You always end up going a different path, finding a different way, just navigating in a totally different way than you sought out to or that you planned to. Like it never shows up the way we think it's going to. And so trying to like control everything and predict everything and have everything show up in this like fixed, sort of planned out, sort of serious way never works, right? And I'm not saying don't have plans. I'm not saying, don't do your research and be aware of information and use all of that to your advantage. All of that is really important too. And if that is all you are focused on, if that is all you sort of create your life from, you're going to have a very boring, very miserable life. And you're going to be frustrated a lot too because all those plans that you keep trying to put in place never show up that way. You try to plan them out and control them to be anyway. And so this is your invitation to really remember that playful, childlike energy, that joy, that is who you really are. That is your natural state. And so if you're feeling overwhelmed or bogged down by the world, bogged down by your responsibilities, bogged down by like all these identities you've had to kind of conform and create yourself as, this is your reminder to stop and to really start to tap back into your creative side, your childlike side, your playful side. Like, is it time to activate your inner child? And what starts happening too, if you haven't noticed, is that when you neglect your inner child can kind of like come out in outbursts in anger because it's not being acknowledged, it's not being protected, it's not, given the space to really contribute to you creating a life that is fun, that is adventurous, that is ease filled, and that is joyful. So, I'm not saying don't ever be serious and don't ever make plans. Like, we need both systems and structure. And we also need to be able to like veer off the path and go just have an adventure and have fun. It was interesting because like I do tend to like to plan things out and then also have that space for the adventure to show up. And so on my birthday, I had like no concrete plan. And that was exactly the way I wanted it because I'm always having to sort of be in that mode a lot, right? And so on that particular day, no plan. I'm literally just following the energy. And like, if you don't know, energy is our first language. It's a huge contribution to how we perceive things. And like, you perceive the wind but you don't see it. You feel, the little tingles on the back of your neck. Like, you have those feelings in the pit of your stomach and your gut, and it's all information, it's all energetic communication. And so we have that as our natural state. And so I was just following the energy throughout the day, and I did like a little shopping and ended up here and there, got some ice cream, went and got my birthday drink from Starbucks because, I like my Starbucks every now and again, not all the time. Um, but I just really sort of followed the energy, and then by the time the night came, I ended up getting together with a group of friends, and we went salsa dancing, and it was, like, the first time this band had played together since before the pandemic, and it was just amazing live music and really relaxing, yummy, playful environment, and it just created so much joy for everybody. So where in your life are you not allowing yourself to have that playful energy, to have that joy, to just sort of trust yourself, trust your knowing, trust that like your body's always going to show you what to choose next, where to go next, if you're willing to like kind of be quiet and still enough in a way and in tune with you in order to be able to just know, like a light whisper of what's the next thing to choose and what's going to create more fun and more joy and what's required, because not everything is always fun and joy all the time, right? Like, all energies are required all the time. And so this is again your invitation to invite your inner child to invite more fun and play back into your life, right? And allow things to unfold organically and allow yourself to be pleasantly surprised and delighted by what shows up. Because, like, the universe always has our backs and it's always creating greater. It's only us who are silly and like diminish things and create less than what can actually show up. If we get out of the way and stop trying to control everything and stop trying to plan all the time, right? Then we can actually allow the universe to do its thing and do its job and always give us greater than what we can ever even possibly imagine or hope for. And if this sounds really foreign to you or really weird to you, or just like, what the heck is she talking about? This is my area of specialty. This is my area of like quote unquote expertise. But like, not expertise in the form of like telling you what you need to be or do or choose. No, because here's the thing, no one knows more about you creating your life than you. So I'm more like a facilitator, a guide, a reminder that helps you tap back into what you already know, reminds you that you are the expert in creating your own life. And so, whether that looks like coming and playing in the group membership or doing some one on one, hands on, or remote sessions with me, facilitation, actual full on coaching. If you really want to collapse time, doing a private weekend intensive with me where we get one on one and really dive into like, what's your vision for your life? What would you like to create? What are your stuck blocks? What's holding you back? And like, how can you really begin to start to trust you again and like really have that as a total reality for you? If you're ready for some facilitation around that on any level in any way, just DM me. I'm ready. Okay. DM me, I'm ready. I will respond to you and we can just explore and play and see if we're a good fit to create together. And if not, happy to refer you to someone else. And you always know, right? So if this is for you, you know. So you'll DM me, I'm ready, because you'll know, right? And if you're still feeling like, I'm not really sure how to tap into that, or I'm not really sure how to know that I know, you're a little bit curious, DM me anyway, because we can sort of look at that and explore it and see what might maybe be the right fit and the next step for you to start to create more for your life in a way that works for you and invites in that fun and play and magic and adventure and everything else you're asking for to show up in a much greater, much faster, much easier way. See you next time, my friends. Have an amazing day.